Swastiastu. In this video, I will answer and give an explanation about 5 questions in final test Introduction to Linguistic course. Number 1 is talk about arbitrary. Arbitrary is defined as something that is determined by judgment or whim and not for any specific reason or rule. Arbitrary is based on random choice or personal whim rather than any reason or system. In linguistics, arbitrariness is the absence of any natural or necessary connection between a word's meaning and its sound or form. An antithesis to sound symbolism, which does exhibit an apparent connection between sound and sense. Arbitrariness is one of the characteristics shared between all languages. The arbitrariness is sense means there is no logical or intrinsic relationship between the signifier or sound pattern or signified or concept. For example, in English-speaking society, as agree upon the word dog to refer to four-legged animal with distinct feature. But in Urdu-speech community society, the word dog used for a person show his nature who has done something wrong or communicate as a crime. Number 2 is talk about the difference between phonemic and phonetic. So the difference between phonemic and phonetic are: phonetic study the sound we actually produce in speech. Phonemic study the way we understand those sounds. Phonetic transcription deal with phone or sound which can occur across different languages and speakers of this language all over the world. On the other hand, phonemic transcription deal with phonemes which can change the meaning of the word in which they are contained if replaced. Phonetic transcription provide more detail on how the actual sounds are pronounced, while phonemic transcription represent how people interpret such sound. We use square blankets to enclose phones or sound and slashes to enclose phoneme. So for instance, it will be incorrect to place the aspirated allophone of the phoneme T between slashes. It should go inside square blankets because it's not a phoneme, which means that is omission will not change the meaning of the word it contains it. Number 3 is talked about coinage processes. So coinage processes are an invention of totally new words, extension of a name of a product from a specific reference to a more general one. Coinage processes as the way of creating the new word with referring to the most topical sources which are advanced to the trade name for certain commercial product. Then it becomes the general terms used in society. As example are commercial products such as Aqua, Indomie, Soclean, Honda, and etc. These are coinage. There were trade name and then they become actual word. People tend to call any mineral water product with Aqua. Also the brand is Club or Le Minare or etc. Sometimes there is particular kind of coinage which is referred to as eponym. Eponym are nouns that are based on a name of person or place. For example, the word Hoover in British English which name a vacuum cleaner, or the word sandwich or the word jeans. So the sandwich come from a person name and the jeans come from the word Genoa, which is a city in Italy. Sometimes words are created by individual. For example, the word quark was coined by a person, Murari Gelman. So there are coinage as far as the terminology is concerned. Some people refer to coinage as neologism as well, but the word neologism could simply mean no word. So in that case, it could be a word that has been created with any process. Number 4 is talk about syntax. In linguistics, syntax refers to the rules that govern the ways in which words combine to form parts, clauses, and sentences. The term syntax comes from Greek. So syntax have a meaning arranged together. The term is also used to mean the study of syntactic property of language. In computer context, the term refers to the proper ordering or of symbol and code so that the computer can understand what instructions are telling it to do. The syntax is the part of linguistics that study the structure and formation of sentence. It explains how words and parts are arranged to form correct sentence. A sentence could make no sense and still be correct from the syntax point of view as long as the words are in their appropriate spot and agree with each other. Number 5. Why do I think the knowledge of linguistics is really important for me? So in my opinion, I think the knowledge of linguistics is really important for me because apart from simply understanding the increases of word language, this knowledge can be applied to improving communication between people. So contributing to translation activity, assisting in literary effort, and treating speech disorders. Linguistic knowledge important to intercultural communication competence because interactants have to understand what the other people is saying, and learning additional language increases one empathy for culture different individuals. I want to be a teacher. As a teacher in future, knowledge of linguistics is really important. Linguistics help teachers convey the origin of the words and language, their historical application, and their modern-day relevance. Combine these approaches to teaching language help students gain better, a more in-depth understanding of their assessment and work product expectation. We must understand the structure of spatial language. Linguistics help us to learn specific varieties of language that are different from common language. So I think linguistic knowledge is really important, starting from the subdiscipline of phonology, morphology, syntax, semantic, lexicology, to the knowledge of relationship between language and society and culture.